Doha. Just the name sounds mysterious and exciting. It's like a shimmering mirage at the edge of the Arabian desert. Doha, the capital of Qatar, is a city where the past and the future mix perfectly. Giant skyscrapers reach into the sky, their shiny glass reflecting the bright desert sun. Down below, old-fashioned dhows sail quietly on the turquoise water of the Arabian Gulf, their sails puffed up by the gentle breeze. As you get closer to Doha, the first thing you notice is the city's skyline. It's amazing. Towers of glass and steel seem to float in the air, their sleek designs showing Qatar's big dreams. But look a little closer, and you'll see that Doha's buildings aren't just made of modern stuff, you'll see traditional Qatari architecture too. Fancy geometric patterns decorate the walls of mosques and palaces. Wind towers built to catch the cool desert breeze remind us of Doha's history. Doha is a city of opposites, but these opposites are what make it so interesting. It's a place where you can walk through old markets in the morning and shop in fancy stores in the afternoon. You can go on a thrilling desert adventure one day and relax in a traditional bathhouse the next. Doha is a city that will surprise and amaze you everywhere you go. It's a city you'll remember long after you've left. So come on, let's explore this amazing city together. Let's learn about its rich culture, be amazed by its modern wonders, and discover all the fun things Doha has to offer. You can't go to Doha without visiting Souq Waqif. This traditional market is full of colors, sounds, and smells. It's where you can experience the real heart of Qatar. When you walk into the souk, you smell exotic spices. Cinnamon, saffron, and cardamom fill the air. Sellers call to you from their stalls, offering you samples of their goods. The souk is a maze of narrow walkways. Every turn shows you something new and interesting. Here you can find traditional Qatari crafts like carpets, fabrics, and pottery. Over there you can haggle for gold and jewelry. Everywhere you look you'll see people from all different backgrounds doing their everyday things. But Souq Waqif is more than just a market. It's a place where people meet up with friends, drink coffee, and smoke shisha. At night, the souk comes alive with music and laughter. Traditional Qatari musicians play in the courtyards. Locals and tourists get together to enjoy the party atmosphere. As you walk through the souk, make sure to stop at one of the many cafes, order some Arabic coffee and a plate of dates. Just relax and enjoy this truly special place. Doha loves its cultural history. You can see this in the many museums and art galleries all over the city. The Museum of Islamic Art is a must-see for anyone visiting Doha. Designed by the famous architect I.M. Pei, the museum has one of the best collections of Islamic art in the world. Inside, you'll find artifacts from all over the Islamic world, from Spain to China, and from the 7th century to today. The museum has manuscripts, ceramics, fabrics, and metalwork. Each piece shows how rich and diverse Islamic art is. Another great cultural place is Qatar Cultural Village. This specially built village celebrates Qatari and international art and culture. Here you'll find theaters, art galleries, and concert halls. Qatar also has lots of restaurants and cafes, making it the perfect place to spend an afternoon or evening. Doha also has many public art displays. You can find these sculptures and murals throughout the city. They add a splash of color and creativity to Doha's cityscape. Doha is full of history and tradition, but it's also a city looking toward the future. You can see this in the city's stunning modern buildings. The Pearl Qatar is a man-made island with fancy homes, expensive shops, and 5-star restaurants. The Pearl is a popular spot for tourists and locals, and it's easy to see why. The island's walkway along the water has great views of the Doha skyline, and there's always something to see and do. Another example of Doha's modern architecture is Lusail City. This planned city is still being built, but when it's finished, it will be home to 200,000 people. Lusail will be an environmentally friendly city with a focus on renewable energy and green spaces. And of course, we can't talk about Doha's modern wonders without mentioning the National Museum of Qatar. This amazing building was designed by Jean Nouvel and looks like a desert rose. The museum tells the story of Qatar's past, present, and future, and it's a must-see for anyone who wants to understand this fascinating country. Doha is pretty easy to visit. The best time to go is during the cooler months, from October to April. The weather is nice then, perfect for exploring the city. Qatar Airways is Qatar's national airline, and it flies to Doha from big cities worldwide. Once you're in Doha, there are lots of ways to get around. The city has a modern subway, as well as buses and taxis. Doha has all kinds of places to stay, from budget-friendly hotels to fancy resorts. No matter how much you want to spend, you'll find something that works for you. And when it comes to food, Doha has something for everyone, from traditional Qatari dishes to food from all over the world. Doha is a city you won't forget. It's a city of opposites. But that's what makes it so special. So what are you waiting for? Book your trip to Doha today and discover the magic of this incredible